Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 47, Day 4. It is a purple day. And today, no new troops to really use, and our current purple team is already pretty solid. So we're going to play loop or no loop today. Same as tomorrow, actually. Purple and green day are the 2 days that I tend to go for the infinite loop route. For Purple Day, it's not as mandatory to do, but for Green Day, it's pretty much near necessary. But we're going to be running this Hellcat, Elamagrim, Infernus, Umberwolf. Basically, Hellcat into all of the reds. Him using a Yagwe, even though it counters our purple, is not really going to do too much. Mainly because we're going to get, well, he's just going to create more reds for us. Which goes into Elamagrim. We then get Infinite Elamagrim Loop. What also works pretty well about this is with the Mini Mushroom, we're actually gaining additional magic, more so than what we would normally be getting. So that's pretty nice. Getting that little bit extra damage. Of course, Infernus here, the main reason this is here, not even for his ability or anything, but for two things. His Fiery Death, which creates us a Red Storm, and this Burn, which allows us to use Elamagrim's true potential on his ability. He gets a 1 extra gem spawn every single every single burn we have on the opposing team. And assuming all 4 of them can be burned, that is 12 gem spawn total. And even if it's only 10, that's still enough to get it basically perpetually looping. Even at only 8, we technically could still get away with it, but of course the more the better. And yeah, an Umberwolf. And he's mainly just here for the perpetual Purple Storm. Not really the biggest necessity. We actually can replace that out for a proper mana generator. Like, for example, we could use a... if we need a tank a bit better on a given battle, we could use Queen Aurora there, and we'd also end up covering more colors, but I'm going to be going with the Umberwolf just so we get slightly more purple. If they're using a Mercy variant, we'd probably want to not do that, but lately I've just been doing it against Mercies as well, just because it's very useful to have in case your Infernus doesn't get up kill, because if you don't have any Storm at all, this team will suffer ever so slightly. But anyways, let's go into it, see what happens, and yeah, should be good to go. Double check that it is indeed Purple Day. Got the right shirt on. I did that once incorrectly earlier this week, and now everyone keeps pointing it out to me. I'm wearing the wrong shirt. But hello, Tim. Hello, Sai. Hello, Captain. Hello, Aaron. Why did that sound like a... oh, for a second I thought that was a treasure gnome. I was going to say, this isn't that game mode. It's actually impossible to find treasure gnomes during Guild Wars. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Frag Hunter. Hello, Sean. Hello, Questor. Hello, Danny. And hello, everyone else. Welcome. If anyone has any questions, any teams you want me to go over, anything of the such, feel free to leave them in chat, and we'll make sure to get around to them. Otherwise, we're mainly going to be doing the Guild Wars, then probably a little bit more Bounty Hunter, because we still have quite a bit of that to grind out. What do we need here? So let's take purple. Take that immediately. Move that down. Get some browns. Oh yeah, we also get to reduce their attack every extra turn we take. We do that off of Elamagrim. Do I take red? I don't really need it. Purple and yellow are the 2 main priorities right now. The only real bad thing that's going to happen here, he's about to start getting life gain. And that can start getting a little annoying. It's good and bad. It's good because it allows us to actually be able to do more damage than him. But it's bad because we might not be able to kill them in time, given a certain situation. So right here, I'm going to do a really weird move, something I normally wouldn't do with this team. I'm going to get rid of every single yellow, even though we technically need that for frontline. And that does 2 things. For one, it just gave us all that, and our extra turn. Well, the other one was that's the only extra turn. But the other reason was, in case he goes for his ability now, he has almost nowhere to use it. So even if he does go for it, it's not really going to do much. So right here, I kind of want to convert again. And then I think I'm just going to go straight into Elamagrim Loop. I think we can win right here. So we'll just go for that. This will give us full Infernus, or almost full Infernus. Close enough. And we have 4 burns, so go Elamagrim, win us the game. Will you loop? Should be close enough. We'll go for the green right there. Remove everything that's not relevant. Do we take the reds? I think the answer is yes. So we'll do that. We'll take a skull just to get him out the way. Actually, that was probably a waste of a turn. Oh well. We'll do that. Oh, it almost missed. Came so close to a miss. Okay, we got to get rid of something that is not purple. That's also extra turn. There's nothing. So we'll take the purple. Now we have red, so we'll get that for full mana. And what am I doing? I could have already won with Infernus. Could have won that the previous turn. And there we go. And now we just need to do that 4 more times. This team's pretty consistent. If it doesn't fail, it is really consistent 9,500. What I mean by fail is as long as we're not up against a single freeze, or as long as he doesn't like instant kill us out of nowhere, we should be fine for 9,500 every time. Like the only thing that could go wrong here is he gets Kraken and then just kills us. I guess technically Queen Titania does a lot of damage too. We have a lot of red on our team on Purple Day. Really surprised to see her on Purple Day, though. I guess it's not that odd. Because there are quite a few reds used on Purple Day, as you can see. There's quite a few good purple reds out there. So people are probably running like 2 of them most of the time. Anyways, let's go into the next battle. Shouldn't be too big a deal. He actually has Dark Troll, which helps us. So a little bit of an odd choice there. Even Yagway on the previous battle technically helped us with the reds. Or at least our particular composition that we had. Of course, most purple teams would be countered by a Yagway. Though this one is not one of those teams. Unless it just double Yagways out of nowhere, which could, of course, always happen. But there's nothing any team could do about that unless you froze it specifically. Okay, we'll go and take this red. I'm thinking about taking that Doom Skull. There is triple burn. We can't burn the other one. I think I clear out the board here, so we'll do that. And I think we net gained purple. We gained 1 purple. Well, oh well, I think that's good enough. We'll go for it. 11 gem spawn, and it misses. We'll give it an Furnace. I kind of want to get Hellcat here if we can. And I will go for that. We'll do it on the brown. Should have Elamagrim here. And really wish you had full mana right now. How can we take the least amount of purple off the board? I guess 4 here or 4 over there is the least we could do, so we'll do it that way. And then just Elamagrim again. And then Furnace kill. Actually, here, I have another Elamagrim. Why not? And back to full mana. Sweet. And now I just need to do that 3 more times. Really smooth. Actually, I have to say, at this current moment in time, purple probably has to be one of the strongest days at the moment. Oh no! As I say that, dun dun dun! Farstral, Nyx, Dawnbringer, Queen Mab. That's about one of the few teams this team could actually lose against. So yeah, it's quite unfortunate. Entangle doesn't really do much to us. The 2 most annoying things is Nyx and Queen Mab. Queen Mab if she freezes us at all, and Nyx because Nyx. It just keeps draining like crazy. Every team fails against Nyx, unless you're running like 4 times immune to mana drain or something, which literally no team does, because there's no good 4 times mana drain immune team at this current moment in time. Really wish there was. It's why mana drain doesn't really get used at all. There's almost no team that runs it, or there's almost no good troops that have immune to mana drain. Yagway is about one of the highest ones, but there's not enough immune to mana drain troops that synergize with it. Yeah, Yagway and Divine are about the only few. Also, hello Mehmet, hello Traylin, welcome, welcome, and hello William. Also, hello Rasa Zero and M7, welcome all. For Purple Guild War, you're using Dragon Soul, always good to use Dragon Soul, Ishbala, Fair Shra, and Queen Aurora. Interesting composition. I can't remember the last time I tried running Dragon Soul, Fair Shra in Guild Wars. It would work. Maybe I'll need to try that some week. But then again, with how consistent this team is, I don't think we ever really replace this team out. Unless there's like a new troop or something. But to my knowledge, this is as consistent as Purple Day can ever get. Even against Freeze, it's generally fine. Let's not jinx it though. Let's see. What to do. We'll go and obviously need to get him to full mana. I just want to see how I want to do that. Because our red placement is very important. So we can take yellow to blue. We don't need the blue, but I do need to get it off the board. I could take purple here. Or I could try aligning this on purple. Both of which are a bad idea. So, I guess we take it over to the right. Hope we get a purple to drop right there and go from there. I didn't get it, but I did get some Doom Skulls, and I got a lot of other Cascades. If we had Hellcat right now, that'd be so perfect. But we do not. I guess we throw Elamagrim, hope it lands, then throw Hellcat. That, or we could waste our turn taking a mana. If Infernus could guarantee get to full mana right now, I would probably do that. But since we can't, we're just throwing Elamagrim. And it missed. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Ooh! Okay, we're frozen on red too. Okay, this is when it starts to fail. Well, we're not frozen on blue, so let's move this. Then get rid of all of his green so he can't do anything. And then go throw another Elamagrim, even though it's almost guaranteed gonna miss. Okay, so even if it hits right now, we lose our turn. But it's a lot of damage. And now we're frozen on everything. He has Drain, and yeah. Okay, we'll take this over. I really wish this thing was full mana right now. As long as Nyx doesn't go for it, we should be okay. Also, if we could 1 in 4 chance kill that right now, that would be the most perfect thing that could happen right about now. I'm also going to get rid of blues because I need to get rid of it for this. Also, I just realized how big of a Dawnbringer counter this actually is. He even gains 2 magic every single time because we're always going to have 13 plus red using this team. That's funny. This team counters it even more. Even the almost irrelevant part of that ability even counters us. Okay, let's go and do this on blue, I guess. It's going to be our best bet forward here. Also, hello, Alan, Soul, and Pedro. Welcome. And good evening, Zerberus. Yeah, I think blue's the best bet here, so we'll do it on blue. We obviously lose our turn. For whatever reason, he went for Queen Mab, and that actually allowed us to win the game, so good job, AI. Really smart move. Ideally, that would have extra turned. Ooh, points! It hurts. Well, that hurts our points quite a bit. I also have to give him that red. So we'll take this skull. I'm not going to take this one because it gives him a free skull. And all we have to do now is poke him twice, so we'll do that. And now we just need to poke it one more time with anything. And dead. Well, unfortunately, we lost a troop, so we're not going to probably score over 9,500. And ideally, these other 2 teams will not be the exact same team. And good, okay. As long as it doesn't have a Queen Mab, we should be okay against every single one of these. Almost no composition other than that will really hurt it too badly. Let's see, he's going to Mercy away our purples. But we're going to get a Storm immediately to get them right back in. So as long as Mercy misses on the starting board, we're fine. And if it does, it actually feeds our Hellcat to full mana, which is also cool. So yeah, we should be fine. He'll get that, and that's it. So we take this over to the left. We get a bunch of mana, probably even to full. And he'll either take that skull, or he'll Mercy away a useless move. Ooh, never mind. It became unuseless. Luckily, he didn't go for it. If he would have Mercied right there, we would have lost right then and there. Good job. At least he's not a actual player. Or that would be match right there. And he has 4 burns. None of that has immune to burn, even though some of it looks like it should. But, yeah, we'll go get rid of Browns. And take every extra turn off the board. And now that he has, like, 0 attack, let's go throw Elmagrim, and that should be match off of this Elmagrim loop. And throw it a few more times. Really good board for it. Insanely good board off it. That's already dead. And that was the easiest battle yet. Now it's the final one. Anything but Queen Mab. And there we go. It's basically the same thing, except this time with Ubistet, which could be dangerous. Ubistet hits so ridiculously hard. He's basically just an automatic double kill. Also, this week in Guild Wars has higher stats than any other week because there was a glitch with it. So, yeah, the Paragon has, like, ridiculously high stats, even more so than what it should normally be having. So that's a bit annoying as well. But, yeah, as long as we infinitely loop it, it doesn't matter what its stats are. It could be 1,000 all stats and we still win. Do we give it that skull? That is the question. I'm leaning towards, no, actually. It's a 46. My main reason for no is there's no good mana on the entire board right now. So me not taking it's barely even giving us anything. If he converts that now, the only thing he's going to get is this. And it's very unlikely he cascades anything. Okay. Board is still horrible. That hasn't changed. I guess we take yellow into yellow. We'll take some blues because we have extra turn chance here. Didn't get it, but I got some red to drop at least. He has Infernus. That hurts. It's gonna, like, just tear it. Oh! 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 Ah! Oh, that's gonna hurt. He has, oh wait, I can reduce his attack to reduce his damage. That's funny. Forgot about that. But he has Infernus into Ubistet. That is pretty much instant dead. Please tell me we have Hellcat alignment right now. Doesn't even matter what it's on. Even if it's on purple, I would convert it out right now. Good, we have it on yellow. Take this. And remove this. At least we're reducing his attack enough that he probably won't Ubistet kill. Hopefully. No, he probably still will. Even if I reduce him down to 0 attack, I think he still might have enough. But hopefully this won't miss. Good. We'll get full mana back again. Which way do we do it? Well, there is only one way. Oh, actually, technically there's 2. We could maybe cascade it somehow. No, not really. Okay, we'll take that. Get the Yellow Grim again. Okay, I think we saved it. Should be good from here. I might convert out this yellow. Wish we could get more mana than that, but we'll go for it. Get rid of the yellow. Hellcat again, if we have it anywhere, is not on purple. Which we do not. Oh, yes, we do. We have it right there off the bottom. I didn't see that. Oh, but then we still take purple. What's the point of doing that? Then we might as well just manually take it. So we'll go for this Elamagrim. And then we Elamagrim into Infernus, or do we Infernus now? If I Infernus now, I would need it to hit the right targets. I would need it to hit first slot and second slot in order to get the kill. And I don't trust it, so we're just going to do that. And it's match. We'll just throw another Elamagrim. And there we go. Okay, that was almost really bad. Very, very close, but we still came through. And that should actually be over 9,500, even though we lost one troop and messed up pretty bad on that one battle with the freeze. Oh, the freeze battle. It ruined us. But yeah, it's pretty consistent 9,500 if 0 freezes are around. And if we don't get randomly Ubesteaded, which we almost did on the final battle. But yeah, it's still good enough. It's almost 9,500. Anything above 9,300 I'm really happy with. So I'm fine with that. But yeah, there we go. And we made up for the previous 2 days. We scored like around 9,500 both these 2 days, even though we lost the final battle on both of those. So that kind of made up our points a little bit. Anyways, that's that. That's Guild Wars for the week. Where are we these days? Currently 16th with one person with 0 battles. So, we should be okay. We're about 15th then, given that we're missing an entire person. So, yeah, we should be able to at least keep bracket 3. We're definitely not moving up. I mean, bracket 2. We're definitely not moving up this week, that's for sure. But we should at least be able to maintain this pretty easily. I don't think we're going to fall down that far. Depends how many battles they haven't done yet, though, of course. Yeah, also we're up against Tiger Claw tomorrow, too, which is the one who's basically fighting us to stay in the bracket at the moment, because they're second to last currently. So as long as we beat them, we should be fine for the staying in the bracket, most likely. Hey, also we broke a 5 million gold, even though it's not really too big a milestone. If we break 1 billion gold, that'd be a milestone, but I'm probably never going to bother aiming for that. It takes way too long. Anyways, let's go to dungeons real quick. Oh, oops. I already did dungeons. Well, let's go do, I guess Bounty Hunter, unless there was any other questions about teams or anything. Let me see. You hope the devs give us some free stuff for Guild Wars glitch? They already did. They did the other day. They did right here. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go claim that on my other account before it expires. I don't know how long it lasts. Where'd it go? They just did it the other day. Redeem code, 7-day login, daily, legendary, legend, Guild War. Here it is. The Guild War Sentinel issue. Hello, adventurers. We noticed an issue this weekend where Guild War Sentinels are giving extra bonuses. As everybody is receiving this bonus, we think the fairest thing to do is leave it in place for this weekend, or for this week. Sorry about that, and enjoy this little gift on us. And they gave us 10 white pet food and 30 gems for that. Though it's still really annoying seeing higher stats, especially for people that don't normally get it. Only like the really huge guilds would normally bother doing that, so it puts everyone else at a disadvantage. But oh well. Anyways, hopefully they have it fixed for future weeks. Let's go into these, and we still have 19 more sigils to use. We're just going for standard rewards, not really trying for leaderboard, though we might just naturally automatically make the leaderboard by trying to just simply go for all rewards, so that would be nice if we could. We still need 3 more rewards, and we'll be slowly working on them. I'll probably be finishing them out there on stream tomorrow. I'll probably do some off stream too, because it does get slightly repetitive. But yeah, maybe we can work up to this orb during this stream. That'd be a nice little milestone to set. And we're currently running the same thing as always, just whatever the bounty leader is for the week. Parrot, because it's amazing. Feral Hound, because it's literally the only bounty hunter troop that's relevant. And Yagwe, because it synergizes with the Feral Hound very nicely. It creates red-purple, which are the 2 colors that Yagwe needs desperately. And then Yagwe just infinitely loops into the wind. And that's basically the whole premise of this team, is just Feral Hound and the Yagwe. The other 2 troops are near irrelevant, though Parrot is used for its silence on occasion. The only big issue with it is it cannot silence the, what's it called? The Valraven. So it's only used to silence the bigger threats on the opposing team. In this case, that would most likely be either the Bone Naga or the Venoxia in most situations, as those are the only 2 that really do additional damage. Anyways, let's get into them. Could you use Sakima in the Purple Day instead of Elamagrim? Yeah, you could get away with that. I don't know if you could do that inside that particular team. I think you would need to replace out Hellcat with Infernus. I mean, not Infernus, with Inferno King if you do that, and do Inferno King Sakima combo. You could try it with Hellcat too and see just which one works out better for you. Of course, just test it in PvP. Also, I just noticed where that Valraven is. That is the most annoying possible spot that a Valraven can be in. Last slot, Valraven ends up making it so, yeah, we can't really hit it that well with Yagwes. Not at all. Okay, we'll go take that. Go take the yellows. Go throw that down. What else do we need to move? I guess we take a purple into a red that hopefully drops into full mana. Okay, didn't drop, but we'll still get it. I could try getting him the full mana now, which I believe I will do, just so we have. As long as he doesn't take yellow. The problem is there's too much yellow on the board, so I will do that just to get rid of his yellow. We also extra turn it, which is nice. Again, I'll do the same thing, hopefully overwrite his yellow. As long as he doesn't take that move right there. Okay, good. He did not take the most perfect move that he could have done, so we should be fine. I have all this stuff now. I have no way of immediately killing that. Or do I? Or is this enough damage? If it is exactly enough. Do I go for it? He has no way to take yellow. I think I do. So I throw this. And then I have exact enough damage. But since we have a skull there, I might as well just take the skull instead. And there we go. I guess we'll just hold on to that in case we need it. Actually, we do need it. Let's go silence these guys. So we'll silence that. It does hit both of them. Technically hit all three, but of course he has immune. We'll go for the Yagway. Got it. Nice. Convert it if we have. And hopefully we'll work down to that Valraven. Do we take red or do we go for the Feral Hound? I think we go for that. Gives us a higher chance of extra turning, which we did. That gives us alignment. We throw it down. One more hit will do it. So let's get Yagway to full mana and then go do the exact same thing again. We'll take it from up there. Throw this down. Please don't miss. It missed. Hopefully we'll still have alignment though, which it looks like we do. And now we just have to kill the Valraven. And as long as he doesn't take yellow. So since there's no yellows available, let's go grab that. Throw the Feral Hound down, and double Yagway should be about enough damage to do it. No alignment. Still gonna throw it though. So we'll throw that in there. We'll get a bunch of reds. As long as he doesn't cascade a yellow or something, we should be okay. We'll go throw this in there. Hopefully extra turn it. He's so close to death. We could almost just kill it with reds, but we'll go through Yagway, and that's way more than enough damage. And we managed to kill last slot Valraven. So far, we're actually perfect win rate right now. We've killed every Valraven we've seen, and we haven't lost a single battle so far. Though I'm not doing battle number 20. I'm doing battle number 19. It's not really worth doing battle number 20. If we lose even once in 20 battles, we lose points. Also, if we lose even one Valraven, it's likely lost twice. But yeah, if we lose one non-Valraven battle, that's... Well, let's see. But yeah, it's basically like every 20 battles because of the 10-point difference thingy. So it's way, 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 way better doing this at 100% win rate than it is doing the other one. Because we would need a 95? Well, it depends how you count the Valraven. Yeah, you would need like a 95 to 98% win rate on this battle for it to be worth doing this battle. Whereas as long as we get 100% win rate on this much easier battle, it is technically better doing this one. Though, of course, you have to 100% it. If you even lose it once, then, of course, you lose out points that way, too. But this one's very easy. Vinoxia is, like, the only real big threat. It gets really high attack. And Bone Naga can sometimes troll you. Between 25% Skull Reflect and its okay damage. It's not really that high, but with how many stats it has, it's kind of high. Yeah, it's pretty weak. Sea Troll does almost nothing, and Tapon actually helps us because it creates red that we need for Feral Hound Yagway combo. So it's kind of funny. Hello, Canal. Welcome. Yeah, we only get 30 gems and some pet food for compensation. Yeah, they tend to do pretty small compensations most of the time. It depends how big they messed up. Because if they gave stuff every single time they did any mess up, we'd be rich. Okay, let's go and at least they give us something. If nothing else. Okay, we'll go and I almost feel like just taking red. The only problem is I don't want him to pressure us with skulls. Though if I don't do that, he's just going to take purple and still pressure us with skull damage. I think we throw a Feral Hound and just hope we get lucky. And that is exactly what happens. Perfect. So we'll go grab that. I guess we try it again. That or I play it safe and just go directly into Yagway, which I believe is the better move to do. So I'm actually going to go do that. Throw the Yagway down. Guarantee Yagway is sitting there. And move that. And now we do Pharaoh Hounds. Actually, before we do, move that down. Grab all that. Is that enough damage to kill it? Technically, yes. So I am going to go for it. We'll throw down both these damages. And we'll throw that down at it. And now we throw that. That'll give us alignment, even if it does an extra turn. Hopefully. Please don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. There we go. And we'll go for that. Cycle it back again. It's not enough damage, so I'm not going to go for it. What is enough damage is just throwing a blank Yagwe, though. We don't have anything for it, but it will kill him. And I believe that is the way we go. Double check anything we have for Cascades. Doesn't look like we have it. Throw that down, get a Yagwe down, and that's about it. He'll do red convert thing. Actually, I might just wait till he does that, because he's just going to give us alignment anyways when he does. Maybe we'll get lucky here. And we do. Wait. Wait, is that seriously not an extra turn? No! Really? Can we not even cascade it? I'm doing it and just see what happens. There we go. It was an extra turn. Oh, no, it wasn't. Really? How was that not an extra turn? Obviously, it wasn't initially. I just kind of assumed there'd be enough cascades. Oh, well. We'll do that. Now is match. And dead. And we'll store our turn as well. There we go. How close are we to the next reward? Almost there. Halfway there. Have we even used a single sigil yet? We're right back to 19. Isn't that where we started at? Or was it 21? I lost track. We were getting decently lucky on Val Ravens earlier. What do we need? I guess a red to a red would be cool. Oh, that's exactly what we got. And a blue extra turn. Very good. Let me get him the full mana before I use... Oh, why didn't you Surge? Also, I probably should have paid attention to where his convert was. That would have been helpful. Okay, if I take red... The bad thing here is I get rid of my own alignment. But I need full mana. I can throw a Pharaoh Hound, but the chance it would land is not likely. Also, feels weird not using any purple on this team. I can't really help that because there's no way to really fit it onto our team without lowering our bounty score. So let's take a skull here. He's going to hit us back. I could Pharaoh Hound and just hope we get lucky. You know what? I'll do that. Come on, luck. Hey, we got luck. Okay, so we'll go through that. Cycle it again. Oh, we already have an extra turn. Let me just throw it immediately. Please don't miss. And we got it. Except, oh no, we didn't. Never mind. We'll try it again. Complete miss. Okay, let's just take green and reds and just get our mana up before we miss again. I should probably go poke him with something, because he's only one shot away. He's gonna get so much mana right there from that convert. I'm not really gonna stop him though, because there's no need to. So he'll do that. Probably just do any poke on him. Probably our first slot poke. Then again, we already have alignment. I'll just do that. A little bit overkill, but it's fine. Oops, it just died to skulls. Not that big a deal though. In Bounty Hunter, it doesn't actually matter if they die. In Guild Wars, it does. But in this game mode, as long as you win the battle, that's the only thing that matters. Also, how many bounty score troops you have in your team also matters. But as far as like the actual battle itself, the only progress that matters within the battle is actually winning it. It matters what team you start with, and it matters if you win, and that's it. Alright, and then we just killed off that. Also, we could have just done skulls as well. There's like 3 different skull bears just staring me in the face, and I didn't even take a single one. Also, didn't we finally hit 444 maps with that one map we just got? Oh no, never mind. We already been at 444. 4446. Or 446. But yeah, we finally hit all 4's maps on maps. Next goal, 5,000 useless maps. They did say that they might eventually add a way to use multiple maps at once. Though that is not coming next patch, unfortunately. Though that would be really cool if it was. Can I show you a good beginner loop deck? Pretty much just put as many Goblin Rockets as you can into a team. It's pretty much the best beginner loop deck. Not sure how many Goblin Rockets you have laying around. But something like a Alchemist triple Goblin Rocket is pretty decent at looping. And probably one of the best things you can get away with. Also, that new Ice Goblin's pretty good at doing it as well. Alright, we're gonna move that over. But yeah, Goblin Rocket is generally the easiest thing to obtain earlier on that can infinitely loop. You can also do double convert options, though some of them can be a little bit more expensive. Like Alchemist Hellcat, Spirit Dancer Giant Spider, Spirit Dancer Green Seer, stuff like that. You probably had Spirit Dancer from the last week event, most likely. So you just need the other component of it, which would be giant spider. What do we need here? This battle's actually going really bad so far. We'll take the greens. He's gonna skull us down. We don't even have anything going yet, and you already got a kill. So I'm probably gonna go for Yagway. That'll give us all the mana we need for the other one. So I'll grab that. Now I just need these purples and reds to get next to each other. In the meantime, I should probably try getting a silence down. I guess we're kind of stuck having to take that Doom Skull, since we don't have any alignment. Nor do we have a convert or anything to really do it with. So we silence him here. Though that does put us on a timer of however long that silence decides to last. So hopefully it lasts a while. It only went for a single silence, but we finally got Yagway. Before we do, let me go grab that. Oh! That was good and bad. That's good because we got a lot of damage for free and a little bit of mana. It's bad because we don't have a Yagway alignment anymore because of the Doom Skull. That would have been a lot better if we actually didn't get a Doom Skull there. I think we take a Skull, hope he does not unsilence, and then throw Yagway, regardless of if we have a free turn or not. Okay, good. And it's kind of not good to throw Yagway. I don't know, to throw him or not to throw him. I think we don't. It's not worth it. I think we just take a red or brown. Well, apparently red because we don't have browns. And just hope he doesn't unsilence. Good. Okay. Again, still don't have any alignment. I guess we throw Feral Hound. That'll give us alignment. Throw it into the thing and go from there. Please don't miss. It completely missed. And he unsilenced. And he casted. Luckily, he didn't get a skull follow-up from there, though. But 6 HP on that. And he ruined our alignment as well by his cast that created a bunch of greens and blues. So, yeah, that's not good. Brown to red. Can we use that to help us? Yes and no. Yes, there'll be more reds on the board. No, I don't think that actually gives us alignment. Oh, yes, it does. It does over there. Never mind. Oh. Oh, he did the troll first. No. Okay, at least we have our double combo that we need to win. Worst comes to worst, we can always win just off of these two and nothing else. Which is exactly what we're going to have to do right now because we don't have a choice. All right, we'll throw this down. It's also a little annoying that we're frozen on everything right now. That makes it a lot easier to die. I mean, not frozen. We're poisoned on everything. Which basically has a 50% chance every single turn to do 1 damage to us. Or that's exactly what it does. Not basically what it does. But that can remove barrier when it does trigger. So it's pretty much going to make it so we don't get to hold our barriers for more than like 1 turn. Which is going to be annoying. But at this point, it looks like we should be able to still get it. Yeah, we got Yagway. That's match. As long as he doesn't go Skull Happy out of nowhere. And hopefully we get barrier on the first slot right here. Okay, it didn't. And do you get to keep your barrier? No, you did not. And it gets rid of my barrier, of course. I'll go through that, and that should be matched. Already dead. There we go. A tricky battle, but still came through. Really horrible start. And we almost got it. Just need 2 more. And then we'll be there. And then we'll save the other 2 for tomorrow, most likely. Ooh, got a Valraven, too. That will make up for most of the battles we just did. Or at least some of them, anyways. Okay, let's go, and what do we even need here? I guess brown to brown. But I want to deny his yellow so badly. Can I take yellow into brown in any way on this board? No. Wait, can I take this into... Yes, I can. No, I can't. Never mind. Well, good thing I did that. It still gave us an extra turn. Never mind. That still works, even though I didn't do exactly what I thought it would. How badly I want Yagway for all that. I think I'm going to take this upwards, though, because we have 2 extra turn chances. We have... Or 3 extra turn chances we have here. We can extra turn off of 1 purple. We can extra turn off of 1 green. That falls specifically right there. And we can extra turn off of 3 blue. So there's 3 different options, 2 of which are likely, because 2 of which we only need 1 of them to fall. Either a purple or a green to fall right there. And we got the green, so we get that. What else do we need here? Do we go for the Yagway? I mean the Feral Hound? I guess we will do it. Because Yagway's not going to do anything. This thing's pointless to even cast. In most situations. Oh good, we got the extra turn. Get the extra bit of mana. Move everything away. What to do here? I guess we skull him. No, we're gonna Feral Hound. Oh, we'll do that. Too many decisions. Or too many choices, I mean. We'll throw it down again. We actually turned it into an extra turn. I mean, we actually turned it into an extra turn. We actually turned it into a Yagway. And I guess we'll Feral Hound that and try for the extra turn. Got it. Feral Hound, Yagway. Now I'm mixing up their names. Throw down the Feral Hound again. Throw down the Yagway again if we have alignment. Otherwise, I guess we take a bunch of Doom Skulls. What's plan B? I guess technically we could try casting this again. There we go, we got it. And it is aligned. Go for it again if we have it. Otherwise, I guess we'll Feral Hound yet again. Really lucky Feral Hound this battle. And this match, we can just kill it off for reds. I don't even need to do anything here. Red Death. The Crimson Death. And we get the bounty points for that. And 200 points away. Really? Okay, we'll go do one more then apparently. It wants us to do one more battle. Do we know the kingdom for the next boss raid? The kingdom for the next boss raid is... 1 second. We do. I just need to find it. It is Golvania. So, yes, we will have to use pure Golvania, which means... Oh, never mind. It's raids. I was going to say we're going to bring out Crimson Bat Draculas finally. But no, we're not because... true damage would be very ineffective against, well, actually, it depends what kind of troops we're up against. If it's like mechs or something, highly doubt it though. But if it was something like mechs that we're up against that have like really low HP, then it could probably work. But, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a weird week. I don't think Golvania really has a proper mana generator. And obviously we'd want to use Mang, though it also depends what our new weapon is for next week. I do not know what that actually is until Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. But I do know what the 2 new troops are. The one for the raids itself is going to be deal magic plus 4 damage to an enemy. And if they are a boss, deal 3 times the 5 times damage, as it always does. And gain 6 life. That 6 life appears to be static. So she's useless. Carmilla. It actually looks like a human, isn't it? How's it undead? That looks totally like human. How is she not an undead human, or just a human? She says she's undead, but she looks like the most human thing in all of Golvania, other than Avina. Odd. Yeah, she should be a human undead or something. Maybe she's a vampire, I guess. She doesn't really look like one, though. She does not look like a vampire. I guess she kind of does. I guess because she's not showing her teeth, so it kind of looks like she isn't, in a way. Anyways. But yeah, she's just 100% useless. Everything about her. She looks like a worse version of Lady Ornarial. Or not Lady Ornarial, Lady Sapphira. But yeah, don't ever use her. Out of the context of next week's raids. Actually, I don't even know if I'll use her in next week's raids. We'll have to see. She's blue-yellow. So the only thing that's really nice about that is that coloration works insanely good with Mang. So, yeah, I guess I will be using her with Mang then. It's most likely the plan. And as far as the new troop that's coming in... oh, I see 4 explodes. Explode 4 random gems. Stun an enemy. And if their enemy is divine, steal 8 life. That's not based on magic, though. Nothing he has is based on magic. So it might be a pretty good early game kind of troop. I don't think it's going to be used in late game because stealing 8 life from a divine isn't really going to get you far. If it countered divines with like a silence or something else, then that would probably be a lot more relevant. Because it would be good against the divine teams. It does 2 times skull damage to divines. And that's it. So yeah, this thing's going to be pretty irrelevant later in the game. It's only an ultra rare, so it's kind of to be expected. You also get infinite green reds next week if you need it for anything. Yagway, by the way, uses green red. So if you've been needing that, he's actually probably one of the better things these days to actually get fully traded if you have him. The main reason being is he's ran in every single bounty hunter. There's also several PvP teams that he's useful for, but the main reason is you'd be using him for exactly what we're doing right now. He is absolute best in slot out of everything in the entire game, even compared to Infernus and the other new mythic and just any other option. He's actually superior to all of them due to synergizing better with Feral Hound. That might not always be the case, but at the current state of Bounty Hunter, there isn't anything better than Yagway. Okay, let's go and... we don't really have any good manas here. We'll stick a skull down. Get all that converted. What do we need? We'll go grab the blue. Oh, no! I thought that would cascade into the thing. I didn't see the other blue there. Fail. Shouldn't be too big a deal, though, but that's probably going to die now. Whoops. Okay, let's get him a barrier. Oh, wow, we actually landed on him. That's perfect. Even got the extra turn, too. Grab all that. Oops, let me go back to chat. I can't even see chat now. You use Hellcat, Sakima, Dragon Soul, map? Sounds pretty good. Yeah, I haven't used... oh, the TDS is the Dragon Soul. Yeah, there's a lot of initials for things in this game. Some of which I even forget because they're so very rarely used. Let's see. What's a good mid-range green team for tomorrow? A lot of people tend to run Yagwe. Other than that, you can run a Dark Maiden into KrissTigger, even just Mass KrissTigger or Mass Kraken, or Dark Maiden into what's a really good early game green troop that loops, or is there even one? Dark Maiden into anything tends to be pretty decent. It not only heals your first slot to make sure it doesn't die, but it can get you any mana generation you need, and it converts out all yellow. You can also use a first slot and just use it as a mana drain immune troop plus the web. It's a really nice utility just to have for mana generation on Green Day, and basically just build the entire thing around it. I guess technically Boar Rider can loop some, but out of all the goblins, it tends to be one of the lesser ones used for looping. Okay, we'll go get this down. See if we can go get another poke anywheres. Yeah, we'll go for it, why not? Can we get it again? No, we cannot. We get a decent amount of mana, but it gives them way too much, so we're not going to go for it. These Doom Skulls I will go for since it is the kill. Actually, you know what? Let's go for Feral Hound at this point. Surprised that actually missed. Not only did it miss, but it missed that entire section of Doom Skulls, and now he just gets to hit us for a very high number. That also missed, but it gave us alignment, so we'll take that. Throw it down again, take the Skull Poke, take the other one over, throw it down, Yagwe, throw it down again, Yagwe again. Oh no, I gotta be careful, he actually killed out too. It's not gonna be that big a deal though. He's not going that far. And dead. How would you suggest a low mid-tier player to do well with bounty? Do you have a video on it? I was actually planning on doing a video for that tomorrow or on Sunday with my lower level account. As far as doing okay in bounty, I would say, let's collect our reward. Well, it depends how far you're going. I would not advise trying to go all the way. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! For any of you that watched the stream earlier, we got 3 green orbs in a row. We are now at 4 green orbs in a row. Why? Every single one we've gotten from Bounty Hunter has been green. We got a green there. We got a green there. We got a green there. And we got a green there. Every single orb has been green. The smaller, useless green orb. That is so horrible. Hopefully these 2 major orbs are like both purple or blue to make up for it. But wow, our luck has been abysmal. Yeah, that's not good. This week of Bounty Hunters has been like near useless for us. But yeah, as far as newer players doing it, I don't think you can really get too far. Like extremely new players, I think you get bottlenecked around 10-ish, somewhere around here. At which point it would probably be best as a newer player because of how you won't be able to get too far. So the best strategy would be find the 4 highest bounty troop bonus troops you have and run it on something like tier 6 or something. Like one of these really early battles. The furthest early battle you can do it with. So maybe like, or use 3 of them with a single other troop of some kind. And run it somewhere around this area, around like 4 or 5 or 6. And just do that. Because these battles over here are going to be way too hard, stat-wise, for a newer player. So you pretty much just put as many bounty troops on your team, like all 4 of them. And just do a really small battle. And just keep winning out these. Because this right here, any newer player for the most part can kill out these teams with one of your weaker teams. So basically find the weakest battle in this area. Particularly the 1 to 6 area. Maybe be a little bit further if you feel like you can take it. So that battle this week would probably have to be... why are they so hard? At least newer player would be hard. Definitely don't want one with a reality, that's for sure. I think this one would be it. If you can take its stats. This one right here for 70 points. The Bulk Strider, the Poison Master, Bone Naga, and Taipon. The Taipon reds, it doesn't even do anything. This just poisons and just does a bit of mana generation. This does nothing other than create more mana accumulation. So none of this actually kills you except Bone Naga. So if you kill Bone Naga and silence it with like a parrot, you just won the battle. So just do, like this week right here, all you'd have to do is just keep spamming it out with the best 4 bounty troops you have. Bounty troops can be identified because they have Bounty Hunter on their first trait. You would need to get that trait, but because they're rares, they're all ridiculously cheap. But these troops, you'd want to use any 4 of these, the strongest 4 you have. The best team out of that would likely be Fangblade, because he's the leader of the week, followed by Parrot, followed by Riftlinks, followed by Scavenger. It's actually what we were using around that level range as well, and that'd pretty much be the team you'd run against the 7th battle, assuming you could take the stats of the 7th battle. If not, then just do it a weaker one, if you can't take the 7th one. But from what I could see, the 7th one does seem relatively weak. But yeah, you just run that then. Scavenger, Fangblade, Parrot, Riftling, Scavenger, or you could reorder it some, I guess, too. Actually, it would probably be slightly better if you did it Fangblade, Scavenger, Parrot, Riftlinks. And all of these are rare, so you most likely have them laying around. So hopefully you do. And if not, you can actually get a couple of these gem things. It'll also give you more points per battle as well as more battles. But you can maybe get a few of these. And each time, it also gives you some bounty troops. I think these are pretty cheap for the initial few. Isn't it like 30, then 70? So if you do like these first 2, you'd have the troop, plus you'd have 6 bounty troops. So hopefully in those 6 bounty troops, you would get some of the better ones. And then you would just run it out like that if you don't already have the troops. But yeah, that's pretty much would be the strategy for running Bounty Hunter as a newer player. I don't really foresee any other way of doing it, because you wouldn't be able to do these battles back here, for sure. You just wouldn't have the stats for it. That, or you'd have to use too many troops and replace too many bounties to the point where you'd almost be scoring better if you just did the weaker battle. Because the less bounties you put into your team, of course, the less points you're getting. We're getting 24 times multiplier, though technically we could be getting 30 times multiplier if we were like fighting down in this range. But yeah, you'd always have to consider like your bounty bonus compared to the battle that you're actually in, the point value of it. It's also the reason why we're doing the 19th battle instead of the 20th right now. It is just not worth doing the 20th for how much little extra we get compared to how much our chance of losing increases. This is basically the version of the 7th battle I was referring to earlier, except for late game. And of course it changes from week to week, so it's not always the exact same slot. You just kind of have to judge which one's the weakest one, which most of the time is pretty easy to tell. Okay, we'll go and we'll take the yellow there. Yagway if we have it, and we don't. Well, we have his mana, we don't have the alignment, so we'll go for that. It misses, but we do have a line. Go for it again if we have it again. We do not. We still do not. We still do. Okay, there we go. I'll grab that. Double check if we have it. We don't. Throw it down again. Repeat the cycle and do it until we win. Go get that down. And do it all again with that over. Get the other cast down. Please cast. There we go. Get a Yagway if we have it. And we do. Just need 2 more of those and that'll be the win. And 1 more of those and that'll be the win. Yeah, we'll just go for that. Get the other hit down, and wait, what am I doing? I could have already won with Yagway, or Skull, or anything. Literally anything would have already won it. Our challenges on Warlord 4 with 3 Warlord... Wait, what? Our challenges on Warlord 3... Oh, I see, challenges. I see what you're saying now. For a second I thought I forgot what challenges were. It's the things in quests that give... or in kingdoms that give you souls. Our challenges on Warlord 4 with 3 Warlock and Dragon Soul, the best way to farm souls with Fairish Ra. You mean the ones you haven't done yet? Yes, the ones that you haven't done yet. Running it with a Dragon Soul, double Azurus, with either an Umbra Wolf or another Azurus in the back slot is the best you can do, assuming you have no Fairish Ras. Or of course you can replace some of the Azuruses with Fairish Ras. But yeah, the best one that you could absolutely do would be Dragon Soul, double Azurus, and Umbra Wolf in last slot. And do it on Warlord 2, 3, or 4 difficulty. I think Warlord 3 would end up being the best. You only gain 25% more souls for doing it on Warlord 4. And for how much longer it's going to take you, you might as well just do it on Warlord 3 difficulty. And just do it down that way. But you can just go through them pretty quickly, still get all of your souls. Of course, there's a limited amount of challenges you can do within the game, though. Can you do a Yarrow in first slot or Artima? Artima tends to not really get used much. Mainly because Gorgulfa in essentially every purpose is better. Almost every purpose. As far as Yarrow first slot, Yarrow, all you have to do is build the standard 4x giant team that gets used these days. And that would be currently Yarrow Fire Mantle, Hero, Yarrow Fire Mantle. What's his name? It's this team. Let me go build it real quick. You would need Titan fully traded, though. Actually, with that being said, don't I need to switch to Titan for tomorrow anyways because my guild defend? Let me actually go do that now. I'll actually be able to use the correct hero class because I'm about to switch into it right now. So that works out perfectly. Yes, I do need Titan for tomorrow, so perfect. And you also reminded me that I need to go do that indirectly. But we'll go switch to Titan. Also, I needed to show it for this, and I need it for tomorrow anyways, so it works out. But we'll switch to that, and now let's go show the team. So, yes, Yarrow... that guy that got his glitch fixed, I forget what his name is. Let me just type in Giant, we'll probably find him. There he is, Fire Giant. And now we just need 2 other ones. I guess we'll just stick with Stormheim at this point. I forget if this team still lacks a 4th good slot. I believe it still does. I guess we could use Hyndla for now. And then just throw a Dawnbringer in there or something. Oh, we're going to be missing purple. Is there a purple Giant that isn't horrible? I said that isn't horrible. Let's see. Actually, there are some purposes that he has, but it's just normally not worth it. Okay, so there isn't another giant. Is there a purple weapon that fits that spot, though? We need purple and red, or purple and yellow would work very nicely there. Oh, Sun and Moon. Though most people don't have Sun and Moon, though. Unfortunately. We could, of course, use Dawnbringer, but then we're not using purple. I guess we'll just go Sun and Moon, then. Oh, wait. We get bonus if we use blue, though, don't we? Because it's Titan hero class. I guess we'll just Dawnbringer then. But you can use pretty much any weapon there if you want to cover more colors. And, yeah, all we're missing now is purple. So we set our banner to minus purple, the +2, where'd it go? Also, we're gaining so much bonus right now. I'll go check them in a second. Let's see, where's the thingy? Right there, +2 brown, +1 red, -1 purple, which we don't use the purple. And as far as bonuses, we are gaining, and one of them doesn't even have a pet. 22 HP, 5 HP, and 4 HP with no pet. Wow, when is the giant pet coming in? That's going to be a lot. Even without a pet on the other one, that is currently, at least for us, 26, 31 HP and 4 attack. That is insanely high, and that's not even its max potential of extra HP. We're almost breaking 100 HP. We are on Hero, wow. We're breaking over 100 HP on Hero. And almost on Hyndla as well. Actually, if she was Mythic, she probably would be over 100 HP. And if we got that pet, pretty much all the entire team would be. That's a lot of HP. Would be really good against true damage stuff. Yeah, let's go test it real quick against Not Queen Mab. Would be nice. Actually, I guess we'll test against this. It's like the hardest team around. If you can kill that, you can kill just about anything. Yeah, this is pretty much what a giant team would look like these days. Web Spinner, Yasmin, Yagway, and you'd probably want to run a Queen Aurora, assuming you have it. I don't personally run Yagway into that team, though. I run Dark Maiden. I run Web Spinner, Yasmin, Dark Maiden, Queen Aurora, personally, for that team. Just because I find the Dark Maiden to be a lot quicker and a lot more consistent. Also, if you're using something like Queen Aurora, it takes so much mana that you kind of want to have something that goes a little bit quicker to keep the team going. Alright, let's go kill the biggest threat. So we'll go do that. And since this thing works correctly now, we just go directly into that kill. Get that down immediately. And just rinse and repeat until we win. So we poke something that's burned. That's the biggest threat on the team, so you. We now one-shot it with this. And then we just repeat until we win. And move that over. Move that down. Actually, I probably should have not done that. That's a waste. Throw that in there. Go for the kill. I'll throw it down again. And that's pretty much what 4x giants look like these days. I didn't even touch these two. That's just what Ural into Fire Giant looks like these days. I forgot how good Fire Giant is ever since they indirectly buffed it this most recent patch. Probably should have mentioned more about him because He just seems so good now. And not to mention, Hindle is helping us quite a bit. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that 1 magic per extra turn? No. Yes, 2 magic. Whoa. That's a lot of magic. I forgot she even does that much. But yeah, that's that. Actually, if anything, we need a better weapon there. Too bad they didn't make one of those weapons for giants, or did they? Did they? Why did nothing happen? I typed in giant, and nothing changed. Why do they all have giant in their name? Is it because we're using a giant hero class? They all say giant. Really? That's a fail. I think it is. Or did they all have giant somewhere in their name? I don't think they made a giant weapon. Pretty sure they didn't. Actually, let's go read one of the other cards. What was the one for Divine? Okay, giant allies. Okay, they didn't make one for that one. Because we do it for one of the other ones, like, Divine, Archie, Mech allies? Yeah. So they didn't make one for giant then. Yeah, they didn't make one for giant. Aww. That would have been too perfect. But yeah, that seems pretty decent. You'd only run it for PvP, though. There really isn't any other situation you would. Unless it was a, actually, there's one other situation, obviously. If there was an invasion that forced you to have to use giants only, you would use it for that as well. But, other than that, the only instance you would ever use it in is PvP. As a counter to things that are bad against HP. Oh, you don't have Queen? I guess you could run, what would you be missing at that point? Let's see. Green, blue, purple, brown, red. I'm counting them, but I'm not bothering to keep track of which color we're missing. I'm just, like, counting them up. What color is that missing? It's not yellow. Yes, it is. The first one I say is the one it doesn't have. Yes, it's missing yellow then. So since you don't have Dark Maiden converting out yellow, what would be the best yellow support for that? What Thornton weapon? Dawnbringer, no. I want to see what troop actually works instead of just hero weapon. That wouldn't, unfortunately. Thing that supports green. Oh wait, never mind. It also has to include green. What am I doing? Duh. That might help. It would help if it includes green too. It is Green Day. Famine would be nice, but you probably don't have it. Forest Guardian. Is there another beast on that team? Web Spinner, Yasmin, Yagway. No, there is not, so that wouldn't work. Queen Aurora is what I normally use, but it's too expensive. Road Breaker wouldn't be horrible, but too expensive. Manicore would probably be too clunky and not worth using. Uriali's too expensive. I guess Falconer wouldn't be horrible. You get Summoner since you don't have Summoner, and you get more mana for Yagway. And there's going to be way too much red on the board anyways. Throden is the giant weapon. It's not green, though. It's Green Day Guild War. Or you're referring to the other thing for the other team. I don't really care for the giant weapon too much. Problem is it doesn't cover enough colors. And the colors that it does cover within the context of the team doesn't work that well. Oh, you have Famine and Plague, etc.? Oh, just use Famine then. That'd be fine. You're gonna have really high mana cost, but as long as you get Web Spinner Yasmin going and don't get frozen, it should be okay. I'd personally say replace out Yagway with Dark Maiden, though. Generally, you don't use Yagway unless you're using at least 2 reds on your team. And unless you have Road Breaker, there really isn't any realistic way you're going to be able to fit another red on that team. Unless you put, like, Dark Maiden last slot, but that might be a little bit too clunky. That or just do Famine, as I mentioned. Any of those would kind of work. As long as you get the mana for it quick enough, it'd be fine. What was the best banner for Fangblade, Scavenger, Parrot's Rift? You'd probably want to put it into... Well, it depends what the battle is. Because that would depend what you'd want to focus on first. I'd probably say go all in on Parrot. So with that being said, that would probably be a +2 blue banner of some sorts. Because your most important thing would be to perpetually silence whatever the biggest threat is on the opposing team. Over and over again so you don't die. And you would need to make sure Parrot is basically always full mana because of that. It won't deal with Val Ravens, but it will deal with whatever will actually do the damage to kill you. So you're going to want to focus his mana the highest. Other than that, you'd probably throw it into Fangblade, because that's 20% this week. So you could do a double yellow sort of banner as well, because once Fangblade dies, it still goes into Parrot, as well as you'll still be able to use it to get Fangblade's damage, so it'll kill both the Parrots as well as the disable them equally. I believe that's what I ended up doing for the earlier battles, when I did it on the stream earlier. I forget if I specifically did double yellow banner. Probably did, because none of them you would want to minus. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's pretty much what I used. I just did double yellow banner, went for quick Fangblade. If I didn't need to cast Fangblade, I just held it, and I would just go get Parrot to full mana. Basically, if there's a Valraven on the opposing team, you keep throwing Fangblade at it, and every other damage you have, of course. And if there isn't a Valraven on the opposing team, you keep your Fangblade at full mana. You go for Parrot instead. You disable whatever their biggest threat is, and then you start throwing Fangblades after the threat is disabled with silence. And in the case of the 7th battle, your biggest threat would be the what's it called? This thing specifically, the Bone Naga, because that's the only thing that's really going to kill you other than the Skulls, but you can't really counter Skulls. There's currently no Entangle under Bounty Troops. That'd be kind of cool if they do eventually add one, because that'd be very useful. They have Silence, but they don't have Entangle. But yeah, Bone Naga is the only thing that's really going to kill you, aside from just standard Skulls. Thank you, how do you say that? Thank you, Clark. Much appreciated. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions that you want me to go over? Can I do Yarrow? Oh, wait, never mind. I already just did that. Let's see. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions you want me to go over? Otherwise, I'll probably be heading out for the night. Don't think I missed any, and if I did, feel free to leave them again now. Do you know if they ever plan on reworking Treasure Hunt? I wish they would, but currently there seems to be no plans for it. Yes, it is completely dead content for most late game players. One solution that they are considering, which has been suggested by many people before, though they're still questioning how they would balance it, is the ability to use multiple maps at once. Because they are aware that it is horrible for late game players to play maps. Obviously, if you're a newer player, it's one of the best things you could be doing. But once you start reaching like level 500 plus, particularly level 1000 plus, you get to the point where you have much better troops that can farm things much quicker, to the point where it's never worth doing treasure maps ever again. And unless it's a treasure hunt week like this week, that's the only time it's ever worth doing. Every other time, it's never worth it. But they were saying that one thing they might do is allow multiple maps at once for higher resources. Their biggest concern with this, though, was if they make the resources too good for using multiple maps at once, everyone will just farm treasure hunt instead of actually doing other content. And that's their biggest concern with buffing it. So they kind of are planning on eventually. The gameplay itself probably won't really be revamped in it, but the reward system could possibly be. So we'll have to see exactly what happens with that. But as it stands, they don't have any immediate plans for it. But it is something they're considering. At least from a reward perspective, if not actually rebalancing the minigame itself. Did Salty ever get back to me yet? No, she has not. Though in Australian time, I believe she's just like getting into work right now, or about this time, so hopefully in the next several hours she will. I'll go send her another message just in case, because she's holding my redeem codes right now. I have none. I have absolutely none. Well, she's not holding them, but she just hasn't given me any back yet, even though she said she would. But yeah, she'll get around to it. She's busy. I'll go remind her again tonight. Hopefully she will. Is today's morning stream up soon? Yes, pretty much as soon as the video, as soon as I end the stream, I'll go upload it, assuming it's fully loaded. It should be. But yeah, I'll go do it, check it right after this, and if it is, I'll post it. I can't really make it render any quicker though. That's on YouTube's end, how quick it goes. But sometimes it takes a few hours, sometimes it takes like an entire day. It can vary quite a bit. Oh yeah, we're up against your guild, Durate. We're up against Tiger Claw. Actually, several of Tiger Claw members have been in the chat recently, or in the past. But yeah, we'll be up against your guild for Green Day. One of the most annoying days. But yeah, we'll see exactly how that pans out. Green Day does tend to be one of my slightly worse days, just because it's really easy to get countered due to the kind of things that get used on Green Day. But yeah, we'll see how things go. They are almost there. You just need to pass the Jiminy Crickets. You're almost there. Need like what, 13,000? No, 20,000. About 20,000. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for now. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back 1 hour prior to now tomorrow night, as well as in 13 hours from now. 13 hours from now, we'll be finishing out Bounty Hunter, probably doing a little bit more maps, and the rest of the time just chilling, doing PvP teams, going over stuff, answering questions, and all that. But yeah, don't forget about Bounty Hunter, getting a new pet on Wednesday, which I believe is Glacial Peaks bonus, so we have that to look forward to. Next Monday, we'll have the standard event as always. Next week's bounty is for, next week's raids is for Golvania, so we'll have that. As far as Golvania event keys for next week, nothing really too interesting. The two most relevant things within the drop table are Crimson Bat and Draculus. Wait, is there another legend in Golvania? Oh, yes, there is. Isn't it Umberwolf? I always keep forgetting about that. I guess that is technically a somewhat relevant one. Almost forgot about him. Golvania is normally not used too often, mainly because it has a lot of true damage, and true damage isn't that good at the moment. But yeah, that actually is technically one pretty decent troop that still gets used a lot in this kingdom. Umberwolf is not really used for its ability. It's used solely for its final trait, but it's relevant the same way that Azurus is relevant. Azurus is never used in any team, similar to how Umberwolf is never really used in any team. But similar to Azurus, Umberwolf is used in some of the best soul farming teams in the entire game, particularly with Dragon Soul double Azurus Umberwolf or Dragon Soul double Fairish Ra Umberwolf. So it's used for that, for Perpetual Purple Storm to make the battle go quicker. It's also used occasionally in Guild Wars, as you saw today. We literally just used it today. But that's the only things it's really used for, is pretty much for an Element Grim Infinite Loop on Purple Day Guild War, and for in the compositions of the best soul farming teams in the game. But as far as like actual PvP and stuff, it's never used. It's one of those really niche troops that it gets used for one extremely specific purpose, and that's about it, pretty much. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you all later. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you all so much for coming down, and I will see you all later. Goodbye, everyone. Oops, I clicked start recording instead of stop stream. Good job. Goodbye, everyone.